Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 70 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Second down carry for Jones. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
1st down, and they go right back to him.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Man in motion here. Play fake here. Daniels escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Cut at the 10-yard line. He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Again, Daniels to the air. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, giving your offense established from its top gear right here early on.
All set. set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another carry for him. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Running right, this is Jones. And he drives this forward until they bring him down at the 38-yard line. Jones once more. Along the sideline past midfield. And they can go ahead and stay in that. Not quite sure what the thinking is here. They've brought out the kicking team. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Mevis able to knock it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. To throw, Herbert. Getting out to his left. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Herbert to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that gives the Browns a first. From the red zone now. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And the Texans will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They give to Jones, right side. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Connecting on the slant. And he got this close to midfield before going out. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Hits his running back. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Herbert. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Man in motion out of the slot. Another try following the sack. Taken in by Smith. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They're now set for 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Jamel Dean makes the play.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, kid, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
First and 10, here's Jones. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Staying on the ground with Jones. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd down, here's Jones. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.